to another Crown Side Cafe message. Go ahead and grab you a seat, baby, because I'm about to tell you a story that's happening right about now, and you'll see it playing out within the next 7 days. If you're new here, hi. Welcome to Her Thoughts Ethereal. After the message, feel free to look around and see if this is your vibe. If it is, feel free to become a royale. So what we're about to do right now, get into this story time that is currently taking place, and you're going to see within the next 7 days this energy play out. There's a masculine energy that is the start of this particular story time. This person is going through a lot mentally and emotionally. However, I feel like there's a possibility that there's either no contact between you and this individual, regardless of dynamic, or things just seem to be off. I'm also getting the vibe of like a pause. Somebody has a lot on their mind. Somebody is trying to weigh a decision, and it just seems to be low-key overwhelming in a sense. I see someone that wears like a Letterman jacket also. So yeah, you can feel like this person is kind of sneaky, or that there's just something that they're not saying, whether it's malicious or not. And this individual could be feeling that way towards you. We'll get into it. I do see somebody is born in January, and I'm also picking up like from ages 23 to 39-ish. Also Aquarius energy, but air signs in general. Whoever this masculine is, I don't know why it's significant, but like they have clean fingernails. Or they're trying to keep their hands clean in a situation, okay? Now, this person is trying to weigh logic versus their emotions. The 4th of July could have been significant, but they're having a tough time when it comes to you because, or this connection with you, because there just seems to be some things up in the air. Again, this person, they're in their head a lot. And it's caused this feeling of imprisonment, like they're stuck or they can't free themselves of the energy, or like just constantly replaying certain things. This could even be conversations that you guys have had, something that they see, or honestly something that they don't know. This is going to be an individual that it's like they walk in the door a little bit, but they hold back a lot. So what that may look like in the physical is they give a little, and then but there's so much that they're keeping locked away, and that could definitely be what they're thinking or their emotions. I feel like there's just unspoken worry in general when it comes to the direction. It's like this person has an idea of the direction that they're wanting to go, but they feel like they can only get so far. The north side of town is significant, or the north, someone could be from up north. Somebody's just like back and forth, back and forth. But what isn't changing, or what hasn't changed, is the fact that they feel stuck trying to weigh a decision. The month of April is significant as well. You or this person could be 30 years old. So we're going to get into why this person feels stuck or whatever, for the purposes of bringing you clarity so that you can make the best move when it comes to your life, right? What I will say is this whole weighing a decision is definitely about you, girl. It's about you. I'll say about feminine energy. whether you are a man or a woman. The initials M or C, F is also significant. Okay, somebody's like typing something. Okay, message unsent. The color blue is also significant. Someone could even have blue. If this isn't like the color of your furniture, this could be curtains or something. It just makes me feel like decoration. Okay, why do you seem to be annoyed? Or maybe the situation, dealing with the situation is just like, for some reason you're not showing emotion, or this person feels like there's been a lack of expression in a sense when it comes to you. But you're like, I'm cool, I can, like, I'll be okay. I'm hearing somebody could have gone through like a bad breakup. On the surface, somebody looks as if they're holding something together well. However, there seems to be, what could be influencing this is the fact that maybe there's like traditional beliefs, or somebody knows that something has to change. The month of June could have been significant. Somebody knows that something has to change. This could even be how they show up, and they're not sure either how to go about that. Somebody recently, or could be wearing khaki right now. Somebody can also work in a uniform, you or this person. Someone could also have a child, one of y'all. Okay, and there is this element of a lot of energies being present when it comes to the connection. Yeah, and that could be why somebody feels stuck when it comes to reconciling or even bringing a conversation up. It's like, as I was about to say, who all over there? Who all there? Okay, so, but somebody's not saying that. Somebody's keeping, like, I don't know if they feel like they can't say that, or if you're feeling that way. Someone's also born in August, but I feel like the month of August is going to be significant, especially if you recently used some type of Vaseline or like oil. If you have live plants in your home, somebody doesn't want to force interaction. It's like they know what they want, but the fine print, it's like, I don't know. All right, so what's the problem? Why does this individual feel stuck when it comes to, you know, voicing how they feel? Why do they feel stuck when it comes to the connection? They don't know whether they don't know whether they should nurture it or walk away from it. Why though? Also, this person could feel like you're hard to read at times, but when y'all are connecting, that's not a concern. It's like in those moments where there's distance or things feel off, that is when this person starts to be in their head. So somebody could have some wounds that maybe they're needing to work on, or that they're trying to work through. This could be a thing of they're just really recognizing that there is a wound, but they're wanting to hold on to the love that they have for a connection. Someone could be a Libra. I heard abandonment. And somebody fears being rejected. They're like, if I invest or if I let my guard down. Okay, last year, something is significant about last year. But they're like, if I let my guard down and, you know, it doesn't pan out, or if this person, you know, they walk away, what the fuck? So they're guarded. Even having moments of like, this isn't going to be worth, or is this going to be worth me adjusting, and this shit don't work out. I already feel like it's a sacrifice with what I'm, okay, I was going to say what I'm trying to do, but about to do was about to come out. So this person could have an idea. They could be further into the decision-making process than you may feel they are. However, there's just a lot of gray areas is what it feels like. Someone could also feel like, damn, am I, you know, I don't know that I'm necessarily at a place where I want obligation. It's like, what does this come with? Okay, so what is this judgment? Like, what's it giving? When someone's thinking, they kind of tilt their head to the side. This is like in deep thought. Hand to chin or finger to temples. Like somebody's in deep thought. And they're having a hard time coming to a decision, even though they have an idea. Like, they've been obsessing over this. Yet there is still this energy of this person manifesting you, wanting to stabilize the connection. Somebody's name could be like Tanya or Tony. And Kelly or Kelsey, I don't know who you are, baby, but you've been coming up. So right now, with this distance, this person feels cold and detached from the connection. Like they don't, it's overwhelming to deal with some type of emotion. And there's also a sense of this person feeling like, I mean, if you the Empress, or if you are showing up like this to me, why do you want me? Why do you need me? And not to say that this person is insecure. I feel like you wouldn't even think that. It doesn't necessarily show. However, I think that at some point in the journey, everyone has experienced, whether it's in love or not, this could, hell, it could even be when it comes to a job position or some type of blessing that comes in for you, and it's like, damn, do I deserve it? So there's a sense of sabotage there because you don't think that you're worthy of it. And so that's kind of what I'm picking up with this person. So much so to the point where they're not thinking about, somebody could just be going through a rough time overall, but so much so that they themselves aren't thinking about, like, damn, everybody has flaws. They could also be afraid of, you know, messing it up, which kind of takes me back to that obligation that we were talking about earlier. They're like, I don't know, like, why do they, the timing of the situation, certain things are having to happen before certain shit can happen. So that there's like, okay, I just heard no more false starts. So if this is your message, it could definitely be a thing of something gets off the ground, but then it's like immediately, what's the problem? Okay, and the issue could be because certain things aren't being addressed, or somebody throat chakra. Somebody's not speaking up about something. This is somebody, or you, hell, or both of y'all. Somebody be so, nonchalant, or, just not really wanting to rock the boat that it causes more damage than good. You know what I'm saying? Because my throat started to close. So maybe somebody gets nervous. Someone could stutter when they're nervous. And so silence to keep. What are y'all doing? It could be draining, not necessarily each other, but the connection, the intensity of it. Because it just gives a whole lot of what the fuck, what now? What next? But my gosh. Okay, so why aren't they able to, or what is the issue with the decision-making process? Because for some of you guys, depending on where you are in this situation, I feel like racking your brain so much and analyzing your emotions, you'll come to find that there have been several times that you guys are actually mirroring each other, and somebody has to break the cycle or release it whole, Okay, June 16th is also significant. Okay. And somebody's like, oh, I got a lot to think about. Roses, red roses are significant. Yeah. All right, what's the problem? Okay, this person don't know. Again, that's just confirmation about, if they can do the whole obligation thing. So if this is a situationship or trying to reignite a relationship, it just seems like a lot. I do feel like maybe someone isn't exactly where they feel like they want to be when it comes to taking on the responsibility of a relationship. Okay, solid foundations is what I'm hearing, but also it's like somebody doesn't want to have to jump through hoops for something. Like something should be made easy. I agree with that to an extent. Okay, because there are some soul lessons that are needed to be learned here. Someone can also be 420 friendly. And you or this person, if not both, somebody just has a lot going on in their life. And it doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but it just kind of makes me feel like, I was going to say responsibility, but stability was about to come out. So, this person watches you. This could be energetically. Hell, this could be like reading your horoscopes, or they could be, I just heard a closet tarot watcher. What? I know, I get it, but okay. So maybe this is someone who you wouldn't think that's into horoscopes or, spirituality, period. I feel like that's not really something they put on display, but they can know that about you or have an idea. Someone also has a sun. You or this person also, the color purple. The movie could be significant, especially when it comes to like the past or releasing the past. But anyways, the color purple. Valentine's Day is also significant. Now, I do see your ancestors definitely all up in this. It's like something is having to be cleared out. Somebody, you or them, somebody wears high tops, couldn't have on high tops right now. Bicycle. I don't know if this is like an exercise machine or if someone owns a bike. Like to go ride. Uber Eats. Alright, so Spirit, you said the next 7 days is key for them. What's going on when it comes to this situation? Next 7 days. Okay, just in general, a refund is standing out to me. So somebody could literally be getting a refund, or this could be you receiving back what it is that you feel you've invested. How is this playing out for them in the next 7 days? What can they expect? Just heard keep your head up. So somebody could really... So somebody goes from holding back to kind of wanting to make a gesture. Somebody could be a jester. They find themselves in a space where they know what they're wanting to invest. Like they're sure of it. So now it's like, how do I execute this in a way that still, provides that insurance for me? They can feel like it's a sticky situation or that they're just having to take a risk. But they go from holding back to like, I feel left out, or I feel like way too closed off. Like, is the door closed? What people say. And they like, I'm gonna give a little to it. I'm about to give something to it. It may not be what you feel. I don't feel like it's going to be grand, but I do feel like it will lead to some type of, there's going to be a spark there. Someone could be left-handed. I'm also seeing like French tips, but it leads to a spark that follows with reciprocity. So there winds up being an equal give and take. But, okay, July 23rd is going to be significant. Now, within the next 7 days, this is playing out. There's something about you or them, somebody's body or their shape or something. Wait a minute. What's that about? So this person goes from feeling stuck and stagnant to like, you know what? I'm over feeling hopeless. I need to... It's like they come to a realization that a lot of things have been self-imposed. Somebody's name is Maya. Could be Mia, but I'm reading that Maya. Or it flashed as Maya. Okay, and I also literally, however it applies to you, somebody is using the other side of their heart. Okay, that's very specific. However, in general, that makes me feel like doing, regulating or navigating their emotions opposite of the way that they typically Somebody is high right now. Somebody is high right now. Somebody's eyes could be very low. But I feel like somebody wants to numb something or escape something. This is going to be, whether it's you or them, this is going to be someone, they wiggle out of things very smoothly. This could be hard conversations, type of person that can talk their way out of staying late at work or out of a ticket, baby. Okay, so within the next 7 days, and then I'm gonna get up out of here because I gotta get y'all's ancestor message for the Capricorn full moon this week. We're in a buck moon, guys, and so yeah, we'll talk about that. What's tea with this? What are they wanting to hold on to? Because they wind up making a move because they like, you know what? Okay, holding on to some type of communication. For some of y'all, I feel like the fact that there has been no communication could be, it's like, what are you doing when you're not investing in me? Especially if this could be online or mutuals in life period, or like them seeing or hearing something pertaining to you and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Not really. Y'all, the full moon is going to be significant, okay? And I just heard somebody saying, you keep on talking about we done, but we ain't. I ain't gonna lie, that kind of feels like a separate energy. So I don't know what one. Whatever that's about, somebody's not happy. And somebody just say, you silly bitch. Okay. Is there like an argument or something? On the full moon specifically, guys, or when the moon is, you know, completely full, I'm going to say this week when you see it full, there could be a lot going on. And something is going on somebody's streets or like outside of someone's home or something like somebody's just watching, like, I don't want, okay, somebody could lose their fucking mind, okay. So what are you telling me? Oh, some of you guys are doing moon work also, especially when it comes to healing in general. That's going to be successful. And I also see somebody walking away from something toxic. But back to this. Somebody holding back communication. How does that change? And this could, you could see that change manifest in the physical, like the day before or on the full moon. What is that about? You receive a message. And it makes me feel like a message of love. This could even be talks about or someone indicating to you that they're ready to move forward. They're ready to take action. And even being honest. Or you being, somebody being honest. you or this person could have braids in your hair. About okay, you're going to have to, somebody has to leave all these thoughts behind. When we say release the baggage before moving forward, a lot of times it's emotional baggage, it's unfinished situations, but also it makes me feel like thought processes, even when it comes to love. And this person could be recognizing like the way that they perceive the connection, some of the things are having to be left behind, like the mentalities, so that they don't miss their damn ride. Yeah. Recognizing that they're not going to be able to necessarily be logical about the decision. They're thinking about their emotions. They're going to have to get in the water, baby. Somebody could be swimming this week. But I do feel like there's a lot of emotions that someone has put up a guard against, but they can't help but to look at them. Understanding that, oh baby, this is going deeper and deeper. Okay, so what is this that they wind up offering? This person could want to see you. Okay, I just heard stipulations. So they're gonna, I don't know if this is like online dating or somebody's in their head. And this is like overthinking. Overthinking what to offer to even make you happy, but even giving themselves permission to experience joy when it comes to, okay, I was about to say situation, but communication wanted to come out. So this is someone that holds back during communication. A sunflower, seeing a sunflower this week is going to confirm that that message was for you. I'm also hearing someone is getting their finances together. But even with all this damn overthinking, it works out. Some of y'all are dealing with an air sign, or this is an individual, could be a masculine individual that it's head over heart with them, even when their heart is screaming. What action are they taking? Or what does this offer? What action does this offer lead to? Something stable. Oh my gosh. Where can I make this shit up at all? Some of y'all are earth signs. And when I tell you somebody is freaking, cause see me when I came on here, baby, sober. I'm caffeine. Okay. But somebody is high in my eyes. Somebody also owns a bunny. This bunny could be two-toned, or yeah, in general, somebody owns a bunny. But if you own a bunny, or I'll say a small pet, but I for sure see a bunny, get rid of the water bottles. Okay. And it's time for you to do something different. You need to walk away from what's stale when it comes to love and explore your options. It's like the options that you have, or you don't want to talk about love, baby. The options that you have are, and you are moving from your, I feel like I'm speaking to a woman. You're moving from, it's like you're still grounded. You've mastered that, but you're moving from you're moving away from solely embodying that masculine energy. With you being a woman, it's giving survival, and then stepping into your soft era slowly but surely. And Your hair is cute. But you're walking on a new journey. You're stepping onto a new journey. You've been contemplating it, thinking about it, trying to make things make sense. But once you step, and this has to do with your emotions. Oh, wow. Okay, so it all makes sense. After this is offered to you, it leads to this action of you stepping into a stable connection. Somebody's definitely an earth sign. Could be dealing with one. But you open that door. Someone definitely has children. And Libra. And you step onto this path where you can see that emotions are beautiful. Because what you're walking away from, baby, that's tainted. Even if it's not a person, it's your idea of love. It's tainted. New York is also significant. I don't know if I just heard Tennessee or Tesla. And I just heard can't keep me waiting. Can't keep me waiting. So somebody's freeing themselves. So, okay, the next 7 days lit. All right. Okay, so this, oof. Baby. You freak. You're a freak. I heard somebody's a quiet freak. We like it. And then there you have it again. You decide, you make the decision as well as this person to be with your soulmate, to acknowledge love in a different way. So within the next 7 days, somebody leaves that feeling of being in prison. I feel like somebody goes through a range of emotions. So what it makes me feel like, oh, a new beginning. Somebody has a small daughter. It makes me feel like separation was needed because you, this person, or the both of you could have been, or could have even felt like the spirit kind of had you in time out. Like, God is like, you know, y'all about to F something up. So everybody just go sit down. Everybody go sit down. But it was a time out of investment. It's what it ultimately leads to. And again, the day before and the day of the full moon is going to be significant. Now, I will be dropping this on the feed where every member is able to view it. We're going to dive into love again in Crownside Cafe after I post the forecast for this week. So if this was your vibe, if this resonated, go ahead and become a Royale if you have not already. Right now it is 11:11 to join Crownside. And if you are not linked on the other platforms, do that as well. Her Thoughts Ethereal. I love you guys. Have an amazing week. And I will see you in your ancestor message for the Buck Moon this week. We're going to check out the forecast and see what it gives. Bye, y'all.